First Marines, happy birthday. But yeah. This Marine got out of his car in a shopping mall, and he saw this Air Force cap laying in the parking lot. I thought, shit, this would be good wearing a welding booth. So he throws it on, does his shopping, before he leaves, he's got to take a piss. He's got a bag full of groceries in one arm, and he goes into the bathroom and takes a piss, washes his hands, ready to clear the shit house. This guy's standing there with both arms full of groceries. I says, hey man, before you leave, would you mind unzipping my pants so I can take a piss? What the fuck is this, man? God, what's around, man? He goes over, unzips the guy's pants, and washes his hands and heads for the door. Guy says, well, would you pull it out, man, so I can take a piss? God, what the fuck you think this is, man? Well, man, my arms are loaded. He looks around, reaches over, pulls out the guy's chorizo. The guy takes a piss. By this time, the guy's washed his hands. He's headed for the door. I says, hey, would you shake it a little bit, knock the dew off the end of it? The guy, God damn, I'm not in the fucking Air Force. I just found this hat. Young buck rooster walks up. The old man rooster says, hey, Pop, I'm taking over now. All these bitches belong to me. The old man rooster said, well, okay, Buck, I know how it is with us roosters, but hey, I'll give you a little heads up. I'll let you chase me around this chicken coop a few laps. That'll make all these hens think I'm afraid of you. Man, they'll fuck you anytime you want. Young buck rooster said, well, Pop, that sounds like a pretty good deal. I promise I won't run too fast. Well, midway through the second lap, the old man farmer draws a bead on that young buck rooster and shoots him dead and says over the shoulder to his wife, honey, that's the third faggot rooster I shot this week. No. The guy joins this nudist colony, okay? About 15 minutes after he's out on the grounds, he gets a hard on. This broad comes over, says, hey, I heard you put in a call for me. The guy says, man, I haven't put in a call for anybody. Broad said, well, let me tell you how things work around here. Us women feel that when a man gets a hard on, we're being called. So they lay down, he throws some meat to her, they get up and go their separate ways. About an hour later, the guy farts. This big motherfucker, about 6'5", 250, hands like suitcases, arms like tree trunks, comes over and says, heard you put in a call for me. The guy said, man, I haven't put in a call for any fucking body. That big guy said, well, let me tell you how things work around here. Us men feel it when another man farts, we're being called. And before he knows it, that big motherfucker's got him bent over the bathroom sink, laying a pork to him. The guy staggers away, bloody and crippled, goes up the front desk, says, hey, check me the fuck out of here. Rod said, sir, you paid thousands of dollars for this. Why are you leaving so quick? He said, well, I get one hard on a day. I fart 15 times a day. And I know you heard about the 9-year-old truant kid always ditching school. He goes down to the drugstore, tells the bride, I want to buy some rubbers. She said, look, man, I've told you before, don't come in my shop trying to buy some rubbers. You're 9 years old. You're too young. Come on, man. I only got a half hour before Mom and Dad get home, man. Please? She says, all right, look, you give me 3 good reasons why a guy should wear a rubber. He said, well, number 1, it saves sex. Number 2, cuts back on pregnancies. Number 3, it cuts back on AIDS and VD. She said, I think I'm going to sell you one. Which one do you want? He said, well, I'll take that red one up there on the wall with ribs on it. She gets all red in the face. You don't know what ribs are for. He said, well, that's right, but it makes my cat's hair stand straight up. Happy birthday, Marines.